Hello, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another OS operating system. Today, we're gonna take a look into the Ubuntu 24.04.1, which is the first altered version of the 2404 EdUbuntu. I'm Blair, your science, computer, and mathematics teacher, and this is OS operating system. The best thing in life in Linux is absolutely for free. Today, we're gonna teach you on how to install, take a look into this operating system based in Ubuntu Linux operating system. Come on, let's go into their website first. So I'll be using the Brave browser for now. Let's try to see this EdUbuntu. So let's go to the edubuntu.org, which is freedom for every classroom. Of course, EdUbuntu is a key to unlock the golden door of freedom. So they have the software already. Let's take advantage of this ecosystem, which is free education software. And of course, this is not only exclusive for Linux apps, but also using your Android or iPad, which is Unix for iPad and Linux for Android. Yes, you heard me right. Android is actually based in Linux operating system. It is altered from a based in Gen 2 Linux operating system, which is now a very popular mobile device operating system. Let's take a look into this. Resource friendly, EdUbuntu runs great even into older like computers, hardware that you are like just sitting in those, corners of your house. That is one of our e-waste. Yes, we try to minimize the e-waste by using the old hardware to install your EdUbuntu, which is also educational, free and open source, free to download, free to modify, and of course, learn on this particular operating system based in Linux. Okay, there is no actually information about the system's hardware. No, they don't have, as long as you have at least 1 gigabytes of random access memory. It's that all you need. And of course, for Intel 64 and AMD, you just click right here to download the EdUbuntu 24.04.1 for Raspberry Pi and ARM devices. You could use this one. This is for the Pi 2, Pi 3, and Pi 4. So some of our airports actually using the Raspberry Pi for their information, which is posting into the gates that we have. And some of them are laptop, which is also running in Linux. Yes, some of our airlines are using Linux for a small chunks of computer that, the mini computers that we have, because it requires only a small device to operate and using the Linux operating system, which is right now. So let's try to close this one and go to the boxes. I use boxes. I could use also the Oracle VirtualBox, but I prefer the boxes. It's a little bit like easier compared to the other system. So let's go to the preference. First, I want to use the same CPU 12 with the random access memory is 8 and the storage space is 50. And of course, I haven't installed any of the ISO right now because I use this virtual machine into like different operating system while I'm testing it. So right now I'll be using EdUbuntu from the elementary OS 8. And now let's try the Ubuntu 24.04.1. Let's click that one. Of course, let's close this one and start. Of course, I'll make it bigger so that you could see Just wait a minute because it is reading the ISO file which is interpreted for our VirtualBox that we are using. So welcome to the live boot ISO file of EdUbuntu 24.04.1. Okay, we are now in our live boot session, which is preparing the EdUbuntu to be operated as a test bed first before we install it in our VirtualBox right now. It is preparing. It will take several minutes. Just wait for a while, okay? Okay, so let's try to choose English. Keyboards, just click next, wired connection, and of course I want to install it, not to try it. I want to let you see it's just like how to install. We have the interactive or the automatic, but I prefer the interactive. Of course it will be full rich EdUbuntu desktop. I prefer that one. Third party, yes, probably I wanted to have that one, plus the installer support additional formats and erase because I have the elementary OS in this particular VirtualBox and I have to erase that one. Don't forget to create your name of your computer, which is I'm just gonna use my RialbbeTV branding plus the 4-character password, which is very easy because I'm not like using it like for anything else like secure type of things. It's just only for my test, especially if you are forgetful. I know some of my friends are forgetful already, so I prefer the 4, but I have a 6 characters password, which is I not usually use it. I'm here in Thailand. Bangkok is my time zone. So we have the review. We have the installation, which is erase my elementary OS. I replace it with EdUbuntu in my VirtualBox. And it is installed in the storage space SDA. And the application will be EdUbuntu desktop. Okay, so let's just install this one and let's wait for the EdUbuntu to be fully installed. It will take a while, don't worry. It is not like Windows that you are keep checking the installation. Here in Linux, when you click everything like in the first portion, it will just install everything for you. Not like Windows that every 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, it will ask you until it finish like 30 minutes or more. Yes, I install Windows, some of the computers, and it will take like 1 hour, 45 minutes or 30 minutes just to install everything. And you are keep coming back to have these questions. But here in Linux, after all of this part 1, which is all the questions and all the needs on how to install it, and the AI will just do its thing. So yes, Linux already using the AI ever since. And of course, even like Android using AI already. So let's wait. Okay, it's already done, and of course we will try to restart our computer and let's have our initial boot. Of course I have to remove it so that it will not have a conflict while I'm booting it. Go back to our virtual boxes and then full screen this one so that you'll not get confused with the start menu that I have two because of my operating system plus the EdUbuntu. Okay, let's enter our super secret password. This is our initial boot right now. Let's try to see if they have the welcome page. Alright, so we are now in our welcome page. Let's click next. I'll just gonna enable our EdUbuntu Ubuntu Pro. Let's keep it right now and share some data. Team, yes, I could like share to you if I have some problems along the way, so it will be notified and get started with more application in their App Center. So let's start with this one. So as you can see, oops, okay, so the folder is down right here, but of course it also in our dock, which is our quick start or quick app launcher. So this is the quick launcher. Okay, so this is our initial boot. So let's try to see and identify the desktop user interface. So the desktop UI, we have the upper dock right here, which is our center, our time and date, our notification right here, including our shutdown button right here, and of course even the dark style, the screenshot right here, plus the system settings. So the system settings right here about our system. Yes, this is our settings. So it shows that we are using the Ubuntu 24.04.1 LTS, which is also the flavor, the official flavor of EdUbuntu. So let me close that one, the internet right here, plus our screen, which is our desktop 1, desktop 2. And of course, we have our quick launch application. So right here is our show apps, or the start menu button, or the menu button. It's up to you, how do you call it? If it is the launch pad, it's up to you. So we have two folders for our apps. This is in alphabetical order, plus the folder like this one, the arts. We have also the folder for the games, folder for the language and learning, folder for our science. This is the educational Ubuntu for free, which is basically the EdUbuntu official flavor of Ubuntu 24.04.1 LTS. So we have the apps right here. Okay, so this is the desktop UI. Let's go to the appearance first. So let's go to our change backgrounds. So this is the appearance. As you can see, we have a lot of wallpaper right here. Let me bring it down right here. So we have different types of wallpaper to choose from. We have crayons, books, a boy who reads. We have the Nubat. We also have the Mount Fuji or Mount Mayon. We also have the chalks, the alphabets, the Nobat, the Grand Canyon, another farm-ish. We have the books, the Aurora, plus the light bulb, chalk again. We also have the teacher's table. And the library, which is I'm fan of going into the library. And all those stuff, right? So let's just use this wallpaper. I prefer the wallpaper. This is awesome. So this is the appearance and the wallpaper. Now let's go to the application. So the application, as you can see, we have Firefox web browser in our quick launch. We have the email, the folders, calculator, notes, dictionary, LibreOffice Writer, Software Center or the App Center. We have the help and the trash. In our app launcher, we have the arts for our folder, EdUbuntu information and administration apps. We have the games. We also have the category of language and learning, mathematics, office, science, social, science, technology and utilities, where you could like see all those stuff, even using the extension manager plus the dist analyzer. So you have all of this right here, and same time we have the resources and the system. So I have 12 CPU core, and I have an 8 gigabytes of random access memory right now in this virtual machine, and the network is not sending or receiving any, which is your secured. The dist has an activity which is only like ping, so let me close that one. So that is our apps. Let's go to the app center. Let's click the app center. I'll prefer full screen. So as you can see, we have different types of software right here. Even our K stars, the planetarium, and amateur and professional astronomy. The free CAD for the open source parametric 3D CAD modeler. It's free, nothing to pay. Okay, so we have also the Steam. Yes, Steam is actually a Linux program and operating software. So you could also install your favorite Minecraft, which is Microsoft. It is absolutely for free. Okay, let's try to download. For example, I like to look for the OnlyOffice, like this one. OnlyOffice is my go-to office suite, which is I preferred using this compared to other. Okay, so it has an AI, of course. AI, we've been using AI ever since. I think Linux using AI since I think 2010s or 2011. I could not remember. Okay, let's try to install this one. You have options right here. If you have the different types of channels, we have the beta, the edge, the stable. So I prefer the stable. Okay, very good. Okay, let's install. Of course, don't forget to put your super secret password. And then let's wait to install the software. This is how you install the application right here in Linux. You don't need to go to a website or shady website or questionable website. You just go to the installation button and then it will just install it for you. While it is downloading, of course, I want to look into another application, which is the Kdenlive. It is my go-to production. So Kdenlive video editor. I'll go to the search bar and enter, and let's wait for the software to pop up. I think we have already. This is the result. So it depends on your ISP, your internet service provider. So you have this screenshot. What is the Kdenlive looks like? I prefer the stable version. Let's install that one. Let's wait. Okay, so it is already installed. Let's click our application right here. Oh yeah, there it is. This is our OnlyOffice, my preferred software for my office suite. So let's maximize this one. Let's go to the settings. I prefer the 100% plus the dark mode and apply this one. It is not hurting to my eye. Of course, I want to make it like effective. So it is now in our fully installed OnlyOffice. So this is my preferred OnlyOffice office suite because it has 4-in-1, which is you have the document for your word processor, you have the spreadsheet for your Excel, your PowerPoint presentation, and of course you have also the editing and viewing software for the PDF portable document file. Just click that one. So that is why I preferred Linux apps compared to other application. It is free freedom to use, freedom to modify. Yes, you have freedom to modify this one. And of course, you could like edit it without any payment, like monthly subscription. That is really a I don't want to say that one. But let me see if the Kdenlive is also installed. Kdenlive is already installed. Let's minimize this one. Let's click where is Kdenlive. Probably I mislooked. So before anything else, I have to update the system, especially the Snap Store. This is what I don't like in Ubuntu based operating system. Sometimes it doesn't update the Snap Store because it is using this Snap Store application while it is updating. So you are like constantly like going in circles, and suddenly you realize that you need to go to the terminal to update the whole thing. So that is a bummer. Compared to KDE operating system, it is just everything is there. Even the big Linux based in Arch and KDE, it is smooth. It just works fine. When you click update, it will just work. But see, it's still doing the thing. Like I could not integrate this one into this software. I need to go to the terminal. This is what I don't like. Let me see if I could like open. No, it won't let me. So I need to go to the terminal and then update. This is what I don't like. So sudo update. Sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. Of course, don't forget your super secret password. It will just gonna install everything. Plus, if I could like open the Snap Store, let's look for the Snap Store. Snap Store update. So let's click Y to continue, yes, and let's also look for the snapd update. Okay, this is the correct, right? Snapd sudo snap refresh. Okay, let's copy that one. Okay, let's see if we could like finish everything. It is already updating about like 25%. And after that, we have to update the Snap Store, refresh everything. Let us see if the Kdenlive will open for us. This is really like the problem of Ubuntu distro. You need to like use the terminal to update or sometimes fix. But in big Linux, no, you don't need that one. It's just gonna take effect, not like Ubuntu. It is always the problem. Of course, they are popular because they have the marketing tool, they have the marketing team. So they could like get away with it. But of course, as a tester and showing the operating system, the bad side, the good side of different types of operating system, I really don't care about it. I just care if it is working okay, and if needed to fix, then you have to fix that one. Okay, so let's also update this one. the snap store, snap refresh. Okay, let's also click this one and then paste it. It need to restart. Okay, I'm just gonna hit restart. Okay, we have some errors. Okay, again, let's enter. If not, I'm just gonna click this one, restart. This is really bugging me. Like, this is the worst thing that ever happened. If you are first timer, oh man, you have to like freaking out how to fix this one. But of course, if you are always using the Ubuntu base distro, it will be a little bit like not freaking out, because that is ordinary thing for Ubuntu. They always have that issue. Okay, let's click. If it is not yet, okay, never mind. Let's just look for Kdenlive again. See, this is what I could not recommend. It is just not good. See, it is now installing again. Oh man. If you're new in EdUbuntu or any Ubuntu flavor, or the official flavors of Ubuntu or official Ubuntu distro, oh man, this is always your constant cardio, your how to fix. But if you're using the Big Linux or any KDE desktop, you don't have any problems like this one, except if you're using KDE Neon. Yeah, especially that one. But if you just don't want to turn on the edge or the cutting edge version, then you are good to go. Just go to the stable version, not the latest. That is what I advise all the time if you're using KDE Neon. So it is still installing. So let's wait. Okay, now it is already installed. Let's just click open. Minimize this one. Okay, let's reset first. And this is the installer, the App Center. Let's minimize this one too. Oh my. I think I just clicked 2. If you're using Linux, you could open multiple application. So that is how the Linux works. So this is the Kdenlive. This is what I preferred. You have all those stuff, like even the Chrome key, the Alpha, Chrome Advanced. I prefer the Chrome. You could like select the color, but in basic, I think it's just only green. Blue screen, yes, you have also the blue screen. You also have the blur right here. Oh, where is the obscure? Yeah, this is the obscure when you like block the face or something like the document. Blur, of course, right here. You also have the motion right here. I prefer the vertigo, the nervous, the glitter, which is the glitch, you know. You have the freeze, like freeze, and the fade in, fade out. Reverbs, yes, we have this one, stereo. We also have the stylus right here. If you want to have the cartoon, charcoal, and blah 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 blah. Even the pixelize thing. For the transform, if you want to crop something like on the edges or just minimize, you have to use the transform. The volume at the same time, you have the volume, which is you have the keynotes right here, the keyframeables, and the mute. Alright, so that is our Kden live. So yeah, remarks, conclusion, well, it is awesome, except for some glitches, like you need to go to the terminal just to fix something. That's the problem with Ubuntu. They didn't fix it until now. That's why if someone will ask me to use Linux, don't use Ubuntu yet. Yes, it is popular, but of course it is not yet for the beginners. This is for more on the developers. The beginners, I probably recommend something not like this one. In terms of installation, the installation is easy. It is AI generated, so you don't need to worry about that one. It feels like Linux. Yeah, it feels like Linux. The dock is different. You have the upper dock and the side dock right here. So the panels are different compared to the Mac and Windows. Yeah, they are different, really different. Especially these desktop, the Genome desktop. It is different. Experience. This is not for beginners. As I said, this is for more on the developers. And if you are using already Linux, then you're good to go for this type of distro. But for newcomer, beginners, no, I could not recommend this one. It is a little bit like scary for them. Sometimes it doesn't mean that it will destroy, but if you click the wrong button, and that is gonna be scary for them. But no, I could not recommend this for beginners. But if you are a seasonal user of Linux, then I could recommend this as your daily driver. How to shut down? Of course, let's go to shutdown. Let me close this first because I already installed that one. So let me close this one. Go to the upper right here. Then look for the power button. And then you have the suspend, the restart, the turn off or shut down or power off, and of course the sign out or the log out. To turn off, of course, just click right here, power off. And then you have the option right here. Either you have the off or the cancel. So I'm just gonna click turn off. So if you have some question, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Like if you like it. And if you have some question, as I said, just write me in the comments down below. And of course, leaving you with these parting words. Being nice is better than being strong. Try to be nice. Try to be kind. Don't be aggressive like hating each other, okay? So, as I said, life goes on. And remember that science means knowing. That is why science is cool. See you in the next episode. Ciao.